Well, hey, y'all. This is Crazy Nurse Granny here. We're Crazy Nose Crazy. And y'all know I'm crazy. Listen, I know there's a lot of people out there having a difficult time today. I want to tell you a little story. When I was growing up, my daddy, he was one of the most beautiful people in the world. He taught me not to judge and to be a giving, loving, caring person. And he didn't do that by telling me. He did that by his actions. When I was a little girl, he brought somebody home to our house he picked up off the side of the road. He fed them. He gave them a place to sleep. He fixed their car. And he gave them our last $20 so they could have gas to get home. And he did those things all the time. And he taught me how important it is to be a giving person. But what he didn't teach me, because he didn't show me this part, is a lot of times when we give ourselves to others, sometimes we can do that. And it can be in situations where we don't fully know and understand the person, and then we get our feelings hurt, or we get things taken from us, or we just end up confused because we are betrayed. My first job as a nurse, I worked in a mental health hospital, and I worked with this girl, and this girl had been in a car accident. Her husband was drinking and driving, and he wrecked, and he broke her neck and killed their child. And I cared so much about that girl. And after we'd worked together for a long time, she needed a place to live. So I brought her in my home, and I let her stay there for free with my children. And as time progressed, I went to the bank one day, and the bank teller told me, "Crazy Nurse Granny, somebody's been cashing checks on your account, and we called them today." And it was her. And she had cashed over $5,000 in my checking account, forging checks. So I was hurt deeply because this is someone I'd taken into my home. And then I found out that she hadn't been in the car with her husband. She was driving the car, and her child was killed, and her neck was broken. So she deceived me right from the beginning of when we met. And when I found out, I felt anger. I felt pain. I felt hurt. I felt like I was a fool, and I was naive, and I was stupid. I just felt all these different feelings because I had given myself so much to this person, and everything about them was a lie. And it took me a long time to get over that. But there's one real important thing. Okay? Now, when we give ourselves to other people, we give them our support, we give them our love, we give them our kindness, we give them our time, we give them so many things, and then we're hurt. So then we end up being very confused. We don't know whether we should be angry. We don't know whether we should have hurt feelings. We don't know what to do with betrayal because we blindly were being kind to someone who was taking advantage of our kindness. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to harden our hearts, and we want to stop being so naive, and we want to stop putting ourselves out there to get hurt. And that's probably the first reaction that a lot of people have. You don't want to put yourself out there to get hurt again and again and again. But one thing we have to remember is that when we give our trust to someone, we need to do that with our eyes wide open. And that's where I made my mistake when I was younger. You can give your trust to someone, but if you see behaviors that kind of make you question and wonder, you need to just be alert and make sure that you're very aware and you're honest with yourself about things that might not seem right in a relationship. And if you see warning signs, you need to be honest with yourself about it. But you know, something that's very important, with the internet, you can meet a lot of people, and you can talk to a lot of people, and you can think you know these people. And it's okay to get friends on the internet. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to remember that people only show you what they want you to see. They don't show you the real life. I know they show you a lot of things about them that are real, but you have to remember, people aren't going to show you what they don't want you to see through a screen. So we just need to, and I just want to end this by saying, listen, if there's someone in your life and they feel the need to create a situation where it causes you to give them your love, your attention, your time, and your heart, and they deceive you to get that because they desperately need it, you need to remember that you're okay for giving it, okay? There's nothing wrong with you giving to others, and we always get hurt sometimes. Not always get hurt. Sometimes we get hurt. But what you need to remember, if there's somebody out there that is so desperate for words of encouragement, understanding, attention, and they need that desperately, if they create something to get that from people and it's not true, that person, they're really suffering. They're having a very difficult time. And for them to do that, then that means they're pretty desperate. And I'm not making excuses for anyone's behavior, but let's be thoughtful and let's be kind and let's remember that when people reach out to us and they lie to us in ways to get our attention and our love and our affection and our time, that there's something really serious going on with them, and they probably need help to understand why it is that they do the things that they do. And we're not the ones that can help them. But please, if you are hurt or betrayed, don't harden your heart. Just open your eyes and be careful. Walk softly and protect yourself, but don't stop giving. Giving to others is what makes this world go round. This is Crazy Nurse Granny here, signing off, and y'all have a beautiful night. Love y'all. Bye.